Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hi guys, and welcome to another Fool of the Week. This week's Fool is Rishi Sunak, simply because he thinks that as someone who sits on a fortune close to £1 billion and married to somebody who was richer than the late Queen, can give financial advice to people struggling either with the cost of living crisis or the current mortgage one. But what he told the public regarding inflation has to be one of his stupidest statements yet. Remember, this guy worked for a hedge fund company. He was an analyst at Goldman Sachs. He was the frigging Chancellor of the Exchequer, not some Lee Bloody Anderson.
But look, I know things are tough. The best way for me to actually help people is to bring inflation down. Why? Because it will ease the pressures on those businesses. But also, if we bring inflation down, people will have more money to spend.
And you accept they haven't got money to spend now, as these people in these businesses in your constituencies.
Because of inflation. It's not just in my patch, it's across the country.
But that Joe has referenced.
Right?
Okay.
But if inflation is what is eating into people's pockets, it's into their pay packets, into their savings. That's why inflation is so bad, and we've got to root it out. And when we do, and when inflation comes back down, it will be completely transformative for how people feel about their situation.
Is he stupid, or is he pretending to be stupid? People will have more money. If we reduce inflation, people will have more money. No, they will not. They will have less money. Really, this guy used to work at Goldman Sachs. He used to be the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Does he not understand how inflation works? Or is he pretending not to understand? Decreasing inflation does not mean prices go down. It means they go up at a slower rate. If inflation this year is 10%, it means generally things are 10% more expensive than they were last year. If you have inflation to 5% next year, it means things are 5% more expensive than they are this year. They're not cheaper. It means it's going up at a lower rate. Now, either Rishi Sunak doesn't understand this, which I really struggle to believe, or he just thinks the public are stupid. He's trying to convince people, if we reduce inflation, prices drop. No, they do not. Now, some prices may drop, but the general idea of inflation is that generally prices increase. Yes, some things will get cheaper. But on average, things are going to get more expensive. People will not have more money. They'll have less money. He's against pay increases. So by definition, he's against more money in people's pockets. He's saying, well, everyone has to tighten their belts. We can't expect people to get pay increases because that's going to add to inflation. It hasn't. But to say on live TV, on live radio, whatever, on a national broadcaster, that reducing inflation will add more money to people's pockets is beyond absurd. It's a lie. Well, once again, is Rishi Sunak stupid, or is he pretending to be stupid? Either way, that's why he's the Fool of the Week. See you next time for our next Fool of the Week.